Hello, very good morning and welcome to Athavan newspaper highlights. Today, Thursday, 5th of May 2016. This is Edward Udedas Devasagayam Pillai with the highlights of today's English newspapers. As usual, we have three newspapers for the highlights: Daily Mirror, Daily News and Ceylon Today. Firstly, let's have a look on the Daily Mirror. The main headline of the Daily Mirror says, disciplinary action against clashing MPs. Strict action recommended against Thevara Peruma and Ranavira. The committee appointed to inquire into Tuesday's violence in Parliament yesterday handed over its report to Parliament recommending disciplinary action against MPs Palitha Thevara Peruma and Prasanna Ranavira. The report was handed over to Speaker Karu Jayasuriya, who is expected to meet the party leaders tomorrow to discuss the action that needs to be taken. It is learned that some kind of action has been recommended against the MPs who trooped into the well of the House in violation of parliamentary procedure. Another highlight says, police protection sufficient for MR Fonseca. Regional Development Minister Sarath Fonseca, who was the wartime army commander, reiterated in Parliament that police security would suffice for former President Mahinda Rajapaksa. Making a statement in the House, Minister Fonseca pointed out it was the police that would provide security for politicians and the government had the right to decide on it. Former President Chandrika Kumaradunga was given 60 policemen for her security. The matter was referred to the Supreme Court by the then government and it was reduced to 30. Former President Rajapaksa, who was the president at the time, therefore has no ethical right to ask for more security, he said. And the highlight says, Tajuddin's killing. CID records traffic DIG's statement. The CID yesterday recorded statement from Traffic DIG Amarasiri Senaratne in connection with the killing of rugby player Wasim Tajuddin. Tajuddin was found dead inside his car in Kirulapon on May 17, 2012. The CID informed the Colombo Additional Magistrate last year that the Tajuddin's death was not accidental but a murder. The highlight says, TULF in talks on forming a new Tamil party. Tamil United Liberation Front leader V. Ananda Sangari yesterday said in a news release that they were forming a new organization called the Democratic Tamil National Front so as to find solutions to the problems faced by the Tamil people in the north and east. The news release said a discussion had been held on the need for a new political party with the participation of 10 party members including EPDP leader Douglas Devananda and former Deputy Minister Prabha Ganeshan. Mr. Ananda Sangari has said they were compelled to form a new party because the Tamil National Alliance was not capable of solving the problems faced by the Tamil people. A discussion will also be held in Colombo on this matter. Meanwhile, another new organization named the Tamil People's Council was recently formed under the leadership of Northern Province Chief Minister C.B. Vigneswaran. Secondly, let's move to Daily News. The main headline of the Daily News says, House ruckus, 2 MPs on the mat. Action 2 against those who rebuked Chair. Another highlight says, President to attend anti-corruption summit in UK. President Maithripala Sirisena will leave for London on May 11 to attend an anti-corruption summit organised by the British government. British Prime Minister David Cameron extended an invitation to President Sirisena when the two leaders met at the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting held in Malta last year. This anti-corruption summit will bring together world's leaders, business and civil society leaders to agree a package of practical steps to expose corruption, punish the perpetrators and support those affected by corruption and drive out the culture of corruption wherever it exists. Another highlight says, disciplinary inquiry against former police media spokesman. The Law and Order and Southern Development Ministry has ordered IGP Pujith Jayasundara to conduct a disciplinary inquiry against former police media spokesman ASP Ruwan Gunasekara, reliable sources said yesterday. With that, let's move to Ceylon Today. The main headline of the Ceylon Today says, Parliament Brawl Report recommends tough action against Palitha Prasanna. The committee appointed to investigate Tuesday's brawl in Parliament where legislators engaged in rowdy fisticuffs yesterday handed over its findings and recommendations to Speaker Karu Jayasuriya. Panama Papers, government to probe every Lankan involved. Sri Lanka has set up a special panel to probe all Sri Lankans named in the Panama Papers, the finance minister said on Monday, adding that the government would especially investigate each and every Sri Lankan tax dodger who may figure in the leaked documents. Sri Lankans are believed to figure in the leak's documents, and the government says every Lankan named in the leak to be made public on 9 May would be probed. Another highlight says CID probing Parliament brawl. The special CID team, which is conducting investigations into the brawl which took place in Parliament, has recorded statements from MPs who had been eyewitness to the fracas. A senior police source said this newspaper that the special CID team had sought Speaker Kari Jayasuriya's assistance to carry out further investigations into the brawl. He said the initial investigation report on the incident will be handed over to the Speaker later today. With that, let's come to an end of today's paper highlights. We will come with more news tomorrow morning. Thanks for listening to Athavan Newspaper Highlights.